My name is Santos Rodriguez. I am a list of duties. Manager, sometimes plumber, sometimes accountant, delivery guy, you name it, I'll probably have done it once or twice. Our most popular is our chips. We sell corn tortillas, flour tortillas, we have hot sauce, cheese dip, tamales, pork, chicken, beef, tamales. So we sell to local family-owned restaurants that are here in the Waco area, such as Casa Castillo, George's Restaurants, who else? La Familia, and those are just a few of, and we have about 35 different restaurants altogether. During the summer, it's pretty hot, and during the winter, it's cold. It's a lot of work. Working with families not as easy as but it's a rewarding feeling. At the end of the day, we made it through another day. We give glory to God for getting us through another day. Getting to eat all the chips. I enjoy eating our products and just seeing it made from scratch. It's taught me patience, endurance, to rely on my faith in Jesus Christ, the main one, and then to rely on family too more. I see us as a restaurant, having a restaurant, a newer, more modern facilities, and just more, what's the word, proficient, just an efficient process. I've been here all my life. As a kid, I grew up, and I started full-time here probably about 91, 92, I don't remember right offhand, and I've been here full-time ever since then, and so that's great that we're here for them. We try to help. You know, when there's loss, family loss, we try to help our church communities, our church like VBS. If a family's in struggle to bury someone, you know, we try to help those by donating sometimes if we can, and all right.
Like how it started.
So Jesse Contreras was my grandfather. He learned the trade from my great-grandmother, his mother-in-law, and he decided one day, he started in October of '58 is when he rented out the building behind us. He started out with a little machine and some refrigerators, and so all these years later, you know, we've grown. If he was here today, I know he'd be very proud of my mother and the family for growing it to where it is now. I think we're closer to, you know, the Hispanic community, especially now with Magnolia right up the street. It's starting to develop this area more. They're seeing more foot traffic, more traffic in general in this area. So it's just a good time right now to be at this location.
Been here since 1985. We sell the cool stuff in all of Waco, Texas. We sell everything from comic books, current and old. We have key issues. We have weekly releases, monthly releases, from Captain America to Ninja Turtles to some of the more indie stuff out there. We also sell trading cards, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. We have singles for that, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then baseball, football, all the sports cards you can imagine. We have a big amalgam of stuff for anybody who is a nerd to come and shop, have a good time. Lots of toys, vintage, new, anime products, manga. You know, if it's nerdy, we pretty much have it. They opened in 1985. The family actually started with a tire shop. And then as the kids' owner, Brent and Brad, when they were younger, their father would take them to gas stations, stuff like that, pick up comic books, because Rodney Bankston, the father, had the foresight to know that, hey, this is going to be something bigger. It's the most fun retail job I've ever had. Wouldn't be here if I didn't like it. It is a lot of counting books, seeing how many books sold over the course of a week. That way we have data to know if we need to reorder books, the popularity of a certain series. A lot of that goes into it. Following the market on sports side, stuff like that. Silk product that is very, it's really hot. A lot of people are going crazy for it. Over the course of the pandemic, a lot of people realized that they didn't have much to do, so they started pulling out their old cards, whether it be sports or Pokemon. Those two got hit the biggest of the genres, but people were pulling them out, looking at them, realized that they liked them, and they started getting back into the hobby. So now the market is very volatile. It moves a lot, so it's a lot of following that, making sure that our pricing is up to date, and making sure that we're ordering in the proper amount for people. Obviously, the world is moving to a more digital space, and hard copies and stuff like this. Maybe not Justice League, but some of the more indie stuff, it's harder for it to survive. So it's cool to be able to facilitate and help how we can and sell and have a good client base here. But a lot of it is there is a beneficial relationship to it. Whereas there's more exposure for this industry than there ever has been. And a lot of people, if you were in the 80s, 90s, even earlier, reading this stuff and you're still interested in it, you're not interested in having digital. If you're new to town, stuff like that, you don't have to feel so alone. If you like this stuff, you can come in and we'll talk to you at any time. Everybody here is kind. Everybody here is knowledgeable, and we have the coolest stuff that you can find in Waco.
Hi, I'm Carla Dotson, and I am the owner of Boardwalk on Elm, 904 Elm Street, right across from the library. My inspiration on creating a space like this, a food truck, a small space, is purchasing property here in East Waco and putting something on it that will be viable for the community. Having some food was the easiest thing I could think of. What we sell here on Boardwalk on Elm are some of your fun foods, your burgers, French fries, cheese fries. We've done some things that we had in the community before. We used to have a Lee's drive-in that had been here for about 40 years or so. And we kind of copied a little bit of what they did because it was so delicious. So we got the link baskets and short ribs. So a typical day looks like you get up, you do your prep, and then the customers that are calling in, we have DoorDash now. Some of the things changed, like I said, due to COVID. I would describe it as a food that you would get on a Friday night after work, and you want something really fulfilling, the link basket, your toes, your barbecue sauce to make finger licking. It's a weekend food. With COVID, it kind of skyrocketed a lot of us minority businesses because of how hard some things were hit in the community or throughout Waco. And it opened up doors with the small business, them recognizing more minority businesses. And so that opened up more funding, more, you applying for different resources that help propel us into that next level. What has taught me and helped me learn would be to build self-confidence because I stepped into an arena that I had no clue about. However, just researching business, it just helped me be a better business owner just by growing and learning. Generational wealth is something that may not have been passed on in the culture, my culture, as much as it should be. I mean, ownership, we've had ownership, however, either we've sold or, have lost property for whatever reason. As a community member, you can always step out and become something, or you can always become more a part of the community. And I feel like I just don't live here, I work here. So overall, it just helps me be a better community member.
My name is Selena, and I am the manager here at Alley's. Do I have a little bit of history? I have a lot of history here. So I was born literally here in Waco. I used to live 1 block away from here, which is like right behind the building. My parents still live there, and I used to come here a lot, very often when it was Kobe's. So I have a really good history with the store and know the ins and outs of it. What it means to serve this community is just really relating to everyone that lives around this area. Like I said, it was predominantly Mexicans, Hispanics, and so that's one thing that we can really relate to, is just having the bond and even speaking the language, which is Spanish. The history behind the Alley's. Okay, so before it was Kobe's. Kobe's was open for a very long time. So everyone knew Kobe's of just coming and getting their greasy hamburgers, or their bean and beef burritos, or their fried Hot Pockets. And so it was open for quite a while, and then the owners decided to sell. And so that's when my brother and my father, which is really their business, I'm just managing it, they decided to try to purchase it. It took them maybe like half a year, and then my dad remodeled completely, remodeled the building, and so now it's Alley's. I mean, we still have the sign up for Kobe's because that's what a lot of people still know it as Kobe's. From this business, I am learning a lot. For one, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and then this is not my field at all. I am a teacher, and so going from teaching to going into business, it's a lot of numbers. We are learning as a family how to interact more with each other and how to come with conclusions based on whatever comes our way. So it's really, honestly, it's bringing our family even closer together than what it was. It's what we're learning on our side. Yes, so it is, like I said, it is family owned, and others that help is everyone. It goes from my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, myself, and our kids. So my sister has 2 kids, and I have 2, so it's really just family owned. So it's just all of us family put together, yes. My best selling products, that would be alcoholic beverages is our top one. Along with our bean burritos, our fried hot pockets, which is pepperoni, and then we have ham and cheese, but our pepperoni is the most popular. And right now, it's also our enchiladas, and so that's one of our popular things as well, but that's only on Fridays.